Hey guys, welcome back to Maxcast Dawn of War Unification. Today I have a 1 vs 1 for you of Kykuy playing Thousand Suns versus a lot of blocks here because I do not have the, I guess, Russian letters not installed on my computer, so I will find out his real name. For now, we'll just refer to the Harlequins. He or she plays the Harlequins on this beautiful map Sugar Oasis, and he goes for a what is it called again? Bike opener. Let's see. I guess Thousand Suns with with the infantry opener. The rubric opener can maybe deal with it. I'm not sure. Looks kind of good, and he does exactly my build. He opens with 1, now can produce, and now should already produce, yes, the bikes. So this is going to be interesting. Kykuy, as one of the best players in the mod, should be able to deal with it. This is another pick guy that just likes to abuse overpowered stuff. Let's see. Micro is okay, not standing around for long, but you can set the rally point to the enemy. Thousand Suns also be one of the better ones for those kind of things because they cap the map really fast with their capping builders. Do not forget the back point. This is totally nothing I would ever forget. And it builds automatically, so it does not need to stay here and get shot in the face while this is building up. So I guess Thousand Suns should be one of the better factions to deal with it. We now have the Sorcerer Lord, which will make short work with these bikes if he can get them into melee range, that is. Starts the listening post, very nice. So these jet bikes can take down listening posts and what they called rune-stripe construct, so plasma generators basically, if they given enough time. And their melee damage, it doesn't state here that it's not lower than their ranged attack. At least it states like that. It is lower, at least they hit less or something. And you see, going into melee with the jet bikes is never a good idea, to be honest. I count now 3 jet bikes. There should be coming more, but there aren't. So the jet bike spam is not a jet bike spam, it's more than a jet bike harassment. For a quick tier 2 maybe. Only still has 1 generator thingy. Oh, this is bad micro here on his part. This bike will go down easily. In general, the jet bike is not really good against command and melee. This attack animations was a little janky, but yeah, the jet bikes are best used in range combat against smaller targets. And you see here, the micro isn't the best on them. It's still focusing melee combat. Not sure because if this is the right course, because units in melee combat, if not sure if you knew about it, take less damage from ranged fire. So keeping them shooting at you and shooting back is probably the best case scenario here. So is he getting tier 2 quickly? He is not. He's, I don't know, what is he going for? Getting more points out. Now he clicked like 4 points at the same time for power, so this is like not the best showcase of what the Harlequins are able to do, but we at least see how kind of counter these jet bike spam. If he would had it a few more than these 3, I guess he built. I would build 5 to 10 to be honest, so they get a real nuisance. He could kill listening posts. He could kill this Rubik Marines as well. You see, even 1 is okay-ish, but imagine having like 3 or 4 firing. And he is not using his resources to tech up. So I'm not sure what he's trying to achieve here. What he's using, he builds all LP2, so it's an eco boom, but why wouldn't you tech to tier 2 and then use the upgrades while you're waiting for tier 2 anyways? There's nothing that he really wants to do in tier 1 anyway. Kykuy, you see it, he's like getting a few LP1s out, LP2s that is, and then is now halfway tier 2 already. So, and if this guy is not, yeah, now he is, and has a big float on power now because he's clicking all the power nodes up. Yeah, does he have all the LP2s now? No, he needs to click the LP2 buttons to get rid of his power flow to get good economy for tier 2. Small engagements all over the map. I favor the 1000 Suns here, of course, because they are unbreakable. The mimes, for example, do really good morale damage against foes, but if you only have unbreakable rubric marines against you, good luck with that, I would say. The Chorus even getting a melee combat. Brave buggers will probably pay the price. Let's see. In general, I consider it a hard matchup, 1000 Suns versus Harlequins for Harlequins. As I said earlier, okay, he's tier 2 already, getting the Inferno Bolt ammunition for some more anti-infantry, and yeah, these mimes should pay the price, or will they? It is now an LP2 firing back, but the Rubric Marines are really tanky, so I'm not sure if this will last long. There must be a chorus around to repair, or else the Sorcerer Lord would be able to take this down easily. Speaking of the map, map control is even for now, although Kykuy is getting all the critical locations. Not sure if the thingy is enabled, the take and hold. I didn't watch in the beginning. Now Great Harlequin added on the way to tier 2. Not really sure what's that all about. Getting the upgrades here. Okay, is he going for... He doesn't know really well the Harlequin, it seems. The Stance of the Flying Blades, which was only is for Shadow Dancers and the tropes, and he does not have any of those. He goes for Death Jesters, which is a good call in tier 2. Adding some mimes is also nice because they're now infiltrated, but Spiking Sources can detect, right? I guess they can detect, but the Sorcerer Lord can detect most certainly, and he is around here. More mimes isn't like the best case of action, or at least he should go for fusion guns, and he's not. He goes for Neuro Disruptors, which are really good against infantry in theory, but they're best also against morale damage, so best used against infantry that has morale, not like these Rubiks. You want pure damage, and then there's the Death Jesters, I suppose, which can do that. This dancing does nothing. Now he adds the stage support portal. Okay, so this could be good if he adds some Venoms, for example. These could be really, how should I say, could be really benefit the Death Jesters. The other way around. Death Jesters would benefit from the Venoms. They could fly around and set them wherever they want to. Now we have a fight brewing in the middle here. Some Death Jesters firing, mimes getting revealed because there is the Sorcerer Lord, Great Harlequin dancing and flying in the middle there. Probably, I'm not sure. Yeah, he takes a lot. It's a she, I guess. Takes a lot of damage in melee because we have the Inspiring Chosens. Oh, now they're moving in. So this is probably, yeah, flanking the Death Jesters, which now need to move through here. They should use their passive ability here. They use their Shuriken fire, which is good, and all does some really good damage, but in the end it's not enough. The shackles of the Sorcerer Lord used, killing off almost all the mimes. The mimes standing here having now some fusion guns which can take down the Rhino, but they are being detected, so no way they can deal with that. Now this is more or less the slow march of death we normally know from Necrons, but the 1000 Suns are really good with it as well. I guess that is a build I need to use myself. I normally try to play a light tier 1 and get a fast tier 2 with the 1000 Suns because I like to do it, but I've seen multiple times that there are better alternatives if you go for rubrics with all the upgrades and whatnot. We have a Wraith Walker coming in. The Wraith Walker by default is really good at melee, can also jump, can get a Shuriken Cannon, I think, and or a Bright Lance. Not sure what is best here. There's only one Rhino, so maybe a Bright Lance is a bit overkill. Repeater Autocannon, it is called, would be probably the better choice because it is There's a lot of infantry floating around. Not sure. Are we getting... No, there are no more vehicles here. Is he going tier 3 or something? Yes, he is. So Kykuy doing the smart thing, not going for a death push here, but rather trying to win in the long run. Now we have some Chosen here. There's Death Jesters doing some death shenanigans, I guess. How do they fare against this? Really good, actually, really good. I didn't expect it to be that one-sided, but they Chosen do not joke around. At least he took down the Rhino. Special, oh no, the explosion was it. There could be also the, what is it called, the Bolt of Change used against vehicles, really strong. Now there's some late tropes here that will flip around once and then probably die because they are a lot of tiers behind, built a little late. You see how they just die under this immense fire of the Thousand Suns. They were just freshly built, only 4 models, no way they can survive this onslaught. What is he doing with this guy? Again getting the Bright Lens, and there's no vehicle out here, so probably not the best showcase of Harlequins here. Repeater autocannon would be the superior choice. Harlequins now running away, but I think here, yeah, there's some mimes, okay, that will not save you today. You would need, yeah, more tropes probably, and a Venom or 2. A Venom would be really, really awesome, to be honest. Could use to transport the Death Jesters. There's me! Hellblade. Really good for some range support, not really good by itself. Has really big range, as you can see, but it's paper thin. Something Thousand Suns normally not have. Some tropes jumping in, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it here. Doing quite well actually if they have all the upgrades. For example, the holo suits. And there are some upgrades that increase their damage and whatnot. I think he got all the infantry upgrade. There's another Wraith Walker coming in, but we all know that there's tier 3 probably already done for Kykuy, so I think of some tier 3 for Thousand Suns, maybe a Predator or 2 would seal the deal here. We have Bright Lens support now from the War Walker in the back, who will probably, if he focuses down the Rhino, will take it down. He's shooting in the air. He's trying to get the Hell Talon. The Hell Talon takes quite a lot of damage. Will go down if he's not moving. He moves out of the way just in the nick of time. But yeah, all the tropes got minced here in this fight in the middle. Some Death Jesters using some magic, or are used some magic against. Yes, the stun ability from the Chosen, but it doesn't last long. Some more attacks on now on the Rhino, and the Rhino will probably go down by the Bright Lens fire here. What a big onslaught! What is there coming out of the ground? Were they just falling over? What was this ability? I'm not sure what I just saw there. Now they need to move away actually, because the Harlequins with their holo suits and the immense reinforcing tropes are still alive somehow. Even the War Walker jumped over and tried to kill the Hell Talon. Will the Hell Talon go down? The repair is not enough, but the War Walker will go down as well. What an onslaught! Jesus. I heard the chains again, and the chains do quite a lot of damage. All the tropes died here. The other trope squad here is still around, but we see this point is kept, and even the listening post is built for Kykuy, so he has all the resources in the world. So maybe we can look away for a second and see what he's going for. Altar of Siege, so he's getting tier 3.5, all the upgrades, getting Predator, but does not have the vehicle cap. He will get the vehicle cap eventually, so a little slip on the macro, but who can blame it after this immense fight he had? Are we seeing some fusion guns? We see some fusion guns added. This is the way you want to deal with vehicles, but they had to run into the open arms of these the Rubik Marines, yeah. Valiant effort from the Harlequin player here to withstand this slow march of death, but I think he's stuck in tier 2 basically, trying to produce stuff again and again. Has a lot of power still in the bank for one War Walker maybe, but these rubrics getting their tier 3 upgrades, the Chosen, they don't mind to be broken. They are just mad lads. Actually, I'm not sure what is with their morale. They have high morale stats, and have even in the last update got the standard morale armor. They had lower morale armor, but something is up with their morale bar. It will be looked into, I am assured. But now that the Predator is rolling in, you see it over there, it will probably now seal the deal. There's not much the Harlequin player can do. There's another Warwalker, but here, good luck, Mr. Warwalker. There's a Predator, there's a Hell Talon, there is a lot of infantry support as well. Don't think it is long for as well, but look, it survives surprisingly long. So what did go wrong for the Harlequin player in this game? I think the opener was good, but not decisive enough. You want to have more bikes. If you go for bikes, you want to have more, not only 3 bikes can be dealt with, as you see. And if you get like 5 or even more, like 5 to 10, you can jiggle around the enemy, like jumping out the attacked ones and move them back, like you would do in StarCraft 2 with a Stalker Micro, for example. You could then also take out some listening posts or even some generators, so you could be a real nuisance. And he would have a map control, could have taken all the points. What he also did wrong was the delayed tier 2. It was way too late in tier 2. He had the resources for it and didn't go for it. Normally it is better to click the tier 2 button and then upgrade the listening post on the way. You can upgrade 1 or 2 listening posts if you so desire, but upgrading all your listening posts basically before you click the tier 2 button sets you back in timing, lets you float a lot of resources before you're in tier 2. So Kykuy could make the best of his tier 2 push, basically, where he got the weapon upgrades for the rubrics, where he got the Chosen out, and later on the Hell Talents as well, before a counter could be fielded from the Harlequins. So basically this snowballed in this defeat in the end. Overall, I would say it's a nice game as you see how you could deal with Harlequin bikes. You need to upgrade your listening posts, as you have seen. You need to have your commander out to try to deal with them in melee, as they do not deal a lot of damage against commanders. In general, the damage alone, as I said, isn't the strongest. In groups they get stronger. Wow, what a nice game. I liked it quite a lot. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And as the usual, guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.